Hello kids, welcome to my channel Kids Knowledge Guruji. Today we are going to learn about sports. We shall cover both indoor and outdoor sports. You all know that India is a sports loving country and we all love sports. We shall also learn here about the famous sports person associated in the field of sports and try to recognize them. Here comes the first slide of a very popular sport, and it is, of course, is football. And there are 11 players in each team and two teams play against each other. So this is called the football. Now we have to recognize these two great Indian football players. Football is also known as soccer. So these two great soccer players are, on your left is Baichung Bhutia and onto your right is Sunil Chhetri. Next comes another very popular sport. It is of course outdoor sports and it is the cricket. And there are two players who play against each other and each team consists 11 players. These are bat, wickets and ball. Now it's time to recognize these four great icons of cricket. He is of course the Sachin Tendulkar. He is none other than Sourav Ganguly. Mahendra Singh Dhoni. And Virat Kohli. Here comes another favorite sports of India, and it is the hockey. And there are 11 players in each team and two teams play against each other. This is the hockey stick and the ball that is played in hockey. Now it's time to recognize two stalwarts of hockey, and of course they belong to Indian hockey team and are legends. The first is of course Dhyan Chand and onto your right is Rupinder Pal Singh. Here comes another very favorite sports of India, and it is called the Kabaddi. Onto your left, Kabaddi is being played on a clay court, and onto your right it is being played in a mat court. There are 7 players in each side and two teams play against each other. So 7 players in each team. Now time to recognize these 3 stalwarts of Kabaddi. The first one is Pardeep Narwal. Second one is Ajay Thakur and the third one is Rahul Chaudhary. These 3 are very famous in the field of Kabaddi. Now comes a very popular sports, and it is called the basketball. And how many players play this basketball in each team? There are 6 players who play basketball and 2 teams compete against each other. So 6 players on a basketball game. This is again a very loving sports, and it is called the volleyball. And how many players play? 6 players in a team and 2 teams play against each other. This is again a very popular sports in rural India as well as in urban India. It is called the Kho, and 12 players play in each team, and there are two teams which compete against each other. This is a beautiful game or sports, and it is known as the lawn tennis. And generally, in the singles, there are two players who play against each other, and in doubles, there are four players. There are also mixed doubles where a man and a woman plays against each other. And there are two iconic figures in lawn tennis of India, and they are, on your left is Leander Paes, and on to your right is the Sania Mirza. This is again a very popular sports, and it is called the badminton. Again, in the singles, two players play against each other, and in the doubles, there are four players, two in each team. And the thing they play with is called the racket and the shuttlecock. Now, the two renowned sport icons of badminton, onto your left is Kidambi Srikanth, and onto your right is PV Sindhu. This is a renowned indoor game or indoor sports, and it is called the chess. Two players compete against each other or play against each other. And now we have to learn about the name of these chess pieces, and in my next slide I am going to tell about that. So, starting from my left, it is the king, then the second one from your left is queen, then comes bishop, and the fourth one from your left is called the knight, fifth from your left or second from your right is called the rook, and the last one but not the least is the pawn. So thank you for watching. Keep watching my channel.